Soul Casket announcement. This is our first interview we've ever conducted, so we did have some auditory issues on the audio sides of things. Our microphone was not picking up into the software in which we were recording the audio. We had a microphone used, this microphone we used, and it didn't pick up, but we just kind of spliced the microphone and the laptop audio together because we were recording on the laptop. The interface just wasn't working, so the internal microphone and the laptop was picking up, and so was the camera. But this is our first interview, so give us some tips on how we can improve and everything. You know, get your dream interview and shit. This is our first. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and go to our website, soulcasketrecordings.com. And we hope you enjoy the interview with Aureus, or Aureus.
You guys excited for the show?
Yes, yeah.
Oh yeah. What are we a year out from our last one? You're
gonna grab the mic first.
What sort of music inspired you guys?
Man, that's a big question. So I really started out in more of, when I was young, was a lot of like new metal stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of my transition bands were like Korn, Slipknot, all the basic like bands, you know. And then I started going to local shows here in Tupelo and heard hardcore for the first time.
Yeah.
And really dove into that and just kind of kept picking it up as it went.
I'm a cringy Tool fan, so I really like Danny Carey a lot. I love Gojira, even though I can't.
Kind of started the whole band.
I can't drum like either one of those drummers, but I get inspiration from that, and we do some bell stuff.
Yeah, that's true. We love that bell.
I also like new metal.
I'm probably, everyone in the band I think knows me as the biggest Metallica fan in this group.
I'm not even taking that, and you hold that just like a pastor.
The only true Metallica fan in this band, I think. No, but I grew up with a lot of the same stuff they said: Korn, Slipknot, Tool. Under Oath was a big one for me. Growing up as a kid, like Define the Great Line was like a moment for me. But a lot of stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah, he was big. He's out.
I know.
Every Time I Die. The Acacia Strain and Gojira, probably my biggest three. My first show was Every Time I Die at 2001, and I'm still a fan. But yeah, those two, just the chaos and then the form and structure that Gojira brings, like it's just always resonated with me. And I tried to do my best to do them justice.
All right, now that's the good part. That's what I was about to say. So all of my musical influences, aside from thrash metal, all of my like big musical influences are literally bands you can see on the wall in Spencer's. Like typical things like Metallica, Nirvana, Blink 182, like bands like that. Those are my top ones. But then like Municipal Waste, like faster, younger thrash, like. Anything that's fast. If it's fast and aggressive and it's about being pissed off, then I'm pretty much just gonna like it and try and steal it. I'm gonna steal it. I'm just kidding. I'm not a thief here. You gotta take it from me or I won't let it go.
I'm cutting it.
What is everybody's role in the band?
I'm the vocalist and oftentimes band dad.
I love that. That's actually
I also disagree.
I play drums. I also do vocals every now and then, but a lot of times there's not a third mic, so I'll just like scream really loud, and
it works.
I think
It's louder than me.
I play bass, and that's pretty much all I do.
He also gives us a sweet practice space with
I
that.
do practice in my living room.
I did that too.
I'm the guitarist, the guitarist.
The guitarist.
And yeah, I scream sometimes.
You write a lot of our music, right?
What, man? I play guitar and scream sometimes.
You also record everything.
Yeah, I record everything. I should have said that. I should have plugged that. I record all of our stuff. Unless like y'all are getting into like patchwork and stuff now. I respect it, boys.
So who mixes?
Me. Yeah, I do everything. I do all the tracking, the mixing, the if you want to call it production at the end of it. I'm a stickler for certain things. Don't like auto-tune if you're going to sing. At least just do whatever. That's all I got to say on that. But yeah, if anybody's got a band, man,
Hard stance
I'll
right
gladly record you. Don't ask me to auto-tune you because that's weird.
I think it's cool. One of the things that we do well, I think, is our music is very like homegrown. Like we did all the vocals for our latest EP in my closet in my house, and like we track everything. It's very like we do it all.
Yeah, I like
Cody,
to have full
Cody does
control.
all of our graphics for the most part. Like Coley does all of our connections.
See,
They
this
write all
is
of our
what we
music.
do.
And then Kyle does all our producing and recording and mixing and all that stuff. So like we're just kind of a bunch of men that are too old to do what we're doing and just having fun doing it.
Couldn't
100%.
our style of music doesn't normally like easily get onto a label, so we pretty much just had to each one of us figure out some part that a label does that we could do without them to try and just do something. At the end of the day, look, you're the leader.
Yeah, you're the dad.
Next question.
You said next question,
He
please.
said pass.
I'm still giving.
No, you said enough, man.
Next question. Okay.
What do you guys think about the music scene around here? Is there any highlights?
We have so many thoughts on this.
So I've been around the music scene here for a while now. Sorry, I was cutting the mic.
I got you.
I'm sorry. I know, right?
Sorry, man.
I've been around here for a while. It has its high moments, its low moments. Right now, it's building. It's building.
We're on the way back up.
We're on the way back up, man. Like we've had a few shows here recently. We've had a venue come up, shut down. I think that's kind of the hardest part where we're at here in Tupelo, is venues and whatnot. But you know, we're sticking with it, and you guys show up.
Yep.
You know, you guys are here supporting. So like, we couldn't do it without you guys. So like, you guys are what makes all this happen. You know, like, so.
Bands are just half the
Yeah, man.
No, I'm still surprised when anybody shows up to a show, even though like I've been playing bigger shows now, especially going to Birmingham and Nashville. Like the scene's definitely popping off in those areas, and I think we're on the way up here, like Coley said. And hopefully that we can see bigger, badder shows happen, and not destroy venues or get them shut down or anything. That's not my
Yeah, when people do that, they would not see that show. Yeah, but it's consistent though, isn't it? Sure. Okay. So we grew up. We got really lucky in that when we were in like late teens era around here, there was a really strong scene.
Yeah.
A lot of that though was because we had bands that were our age. We had 15-year-old bands, 16-year-old bands, and we were in those bands, and we were terrible. But like that's what feeds the show. And then like, what's cool now is seeing young bands start again. I feel like there was a big drought where we didn't have like high school kids getting out there and making music, and we're seeing that again.
That's the big difference.
Yes,
right?
yeah. That will revive the scene here.
I'm not going to say anything original, just kind of echo on what these wise gentlemen have already said. We can't do it, no matter what we do as a band, none of it matters if you guys don't come. So I genuinely thank everyone that shows up. So I'm happy to be in a position I'm in to play music with people I love, share it with you guys. That's all I can hope for out of any scene. So.
My answer is a little different. I just get excited when more young metal bands start because every time a younger metal band starts, those kids are always way better than the last.
Yeah.
Like it's just like, I mean, if you look at music, right, and you look at the way it happens, like you remember local bands like when we were kids, man, some of them were so good. But you look at the talent level now that comes out of just younger generations now, and it's crazy. It sometimes can be robotic, especially like with metal and just how good the drummers can be and the guitar players can be. And it's just really cool that they can do what we can. We're just old guys. We're stuck in our ways, so we're gonna play heavy and just stick with it. Whereas new scene's always like new stuff, man. Just new circle.
I feel like they're just so much better nowadays than we
We're
were.
just not good.
Like
We're not good.
a band's first show now is so different than when our first show was.
My first show was in
like,
shit.
like the first show I played, I was literally booed off stage. You know, like, and now like I saw a band play for the first time a few weeks ago, and I was like, holy fuck if I could have been that good and
Yep.
like 16 years
Yeah.
old. You know, that's crazy.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
Gotta have yes in your heart.
I'll just say, whenever I was 14, 15, 16, my really bad slam band, we didn't even tune. Like, we were so into the mosh pit heavy thing, like tuning was not a priority. And then if you go, like, play shows around here, you see the young bands, like if I did not know them, I'd be like, who's this touring band? You know, like, everybody's so good now, and they even have really good bass drops.
That's all we worried about tonight now.
So what got you guys into hardcore, like, itself?
Like I said earlier, man, I grew up on new metal and stuff like that, and I came out to local shows, and there was a band here in Tupelo years ago, Choices Made. They were a big hardcore band around here. I saw them play at the Tupelo skate park, and that's when I was like, I fucking love hardcore. Like, I want to be a part of it.
Yeah, honestly, it's like the Ballard Park Pavilion shows, like seeing people mosh and hit each other and then hug afterwards and stuff. I was like, I'm too scared to do that, but one day I will be out there in the pit. And it was a natural progression from like me listening to bands like Attack Attack, and then all of a sudden we're here. So everything in between was very important for that progression there.
Local shows, yeah. Like local shows exposed me to so much music, so much different types of music I wouldn't have seen otherwise.
Expressburg.
Comeback kid. This is one of the best.
I saw a local band called This Day Will Burn at the Rockwell Center, and then in here.
That's my
I
first
think.
show.
And then the next time I came up to Tupelo, like the next week, a band, Through the Eyes of the Dead, played, and I had just started getting into just like speed metal and death metal, deathcore, and they played in like a small like building, like at some thing, and I was just like, oh my god, like you can play in a random shop, I can do this. So then I did it.
My big
I answered it.
Crap. All right, what's the next question?
What is the most diverse artist in your music taste?
Luke Combs, baby.
Diverse artists, like as in like what you wouldn't expect to listen to, or like
Like the two most different artists in your taste.
okay.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So I like a lot of weird shit.
I just said Luke Combs, bro.
I'll go with Portishead. It's a weird trip hop psychedelic thing.
I like trap soul a lot. I like So-So Camo. Give me another one.
Trapped under ice.
Who else? Whatever. I like trap soul a lot, and I don't really give off that vibe.
I'm a big K-pop fan, but I think I do give off that vibe.
Yeah, sure, man.
Yeah.
I like to listen to a lot of anime theme songs.
Yeah.
That's
We-
true.
Yeah, we said pretty similar.
I might cover them.
I wish.
Luke Combs again. I don't know, sometimes I listen to like, I've got the mic again, I gotta stop.
Yeah.
Someone take this.
Luke Combs.
Alright, bro. Yo, you want to say like one more?
Are we feeling one more?
Yeah,
we got one more.
What is the worst show y'all have ever played?
Us as a band or us as individuals?
So we played a few together.
Destruction of the King.
If the worst ones are ones y'all played.
I'm gonna say probably the first show that I ever played that I already mentioned we had a shirt and we threw it off stage as a freebie because we didn't know what we were doing, and someone ripped it up and spit on it. Wow. We got moved off stage. Oh my god.
Wow!
Yeah.
Where was that moved off stage?
Harry's Coffee House.
I'm gonna try not to be too long-winded on this one, but my old band Forest Dreamers, shout out CJ. Sorry you're sick, buddy. We were playing a show with Jamie's Elsewhere and some other bands, if anybody remembers them, and I actually really like that band a lot. But we were on stage with the lights on, people walking in, obviously, you know how that goes. And we were full on tuning on stage, through sound only, no tuners, no tuner pedals, nothing. And that went on for long enough that Aaron Pauly, who is the vocalist of Mice and Men now, tweeted a picture of us from stage and was roasting us about how we didn't know how to tune.
Oh my God.
It's tough because I think I blacked out in a lot of these, but it definitely, Coley and I were in a band called Order of Opinion in like 2008, probably around there. We were really good. Don't look it up. But we played a show. We were on this like mini tour, and help me with this. We were in Tennessee, and we played an upstairs bar. That I forget if the one under us was racist or the bar we were in was racist, but it was one of them.
Yeah, it was the one upstairs that we got booked at.
Yeah, we got booked at, and it was really uncomfortable. And get the lay of the land before you, so you don't have to walk out of awkward situations. So.
We played a show with Destruction of a King in like 2011, something like that. We had a brand new drummer who had 2 practices under his belt. We get to the venue, and it's a pretty small stage, so we have to set amps on the floor in front of the drums. Drummer can't hear us. We eat shit for a solid 18 minutes. And I just got in the van, loaded my shit up, and laid face down all the way home. I felt it was the most embarrassing moment of my life. Yeah. Done better since though.
Probably 2009. I was in a metal band, death something band called Me vs. Machine, and we got offered like $450 to travel up to Franklin, Tennessee, and play a show at this girl's house. And when we got there, it was actually like a party for her parents, and they were all like hippies and stoners, which was whatever, but like they were super nice, but they were also bikers, so they were scary. Sorry if I'm using words I shouldn't use, my bad. But when we got there, none of them, when they heard like heavy metal, like they were thinking Ozzy and stuff, and we showed up and we played just, and when we got there, we were just in their backyard, and they had plywood and 3 spots. We just sat on it. And we played like a 30-minute set, and they got super mad and started throwing stuff at us. But they did pay us, and I was afraid for my life.
Nice. You pay for the hospital bill.
It was scary.
That is it for the interview.
Thank you guys so much. That was awesome.